since we are here at the Toronto Reference Library.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced library.
Oh, library.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think this is exciting. We are going to be starting a podcast, Larry and Troy Orange County Podcast. And today I'm here talking to my business partner, Troy, my host, because we're both hosts.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about the how hard it is for people over 50 to find work.
Over 55.
Oh, over 55.
Because that one, okay?
Yeah, and it's kind of, for me, I mean, because I'm in the entertainment business, and I put myself in all different genres, so that way when things weren't working, I can always do something.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether either for myself or I can help others that are trying to get into the business. So what challenges are you finding that are hard? What is the most challenging thing for you right now? Let's just say if you were looking for work, how would you approach it as a over 55-year-old man, and a gay man at that?
Well, the first, I think one of the first thing is it doesn't apply to my age. It's something I did to myself in my youth that is affecting me now. There are two things. One, I don't have a driver's license. I've never had one.
Oh, really?
I've never had one.
Oh.
Never got it.
I haven't driven in 35 years.
Yeah, well, I've driven a car 3 times, and very badly at that.
Oh.
And the other is I don't have any computer skills. I am a total Luddite. Technology kind of, it spooks me a little bit. It intimidates me. And these things are, they seem to be mandatory these days. There was a job that I wanted to do, and I check all the boxes on it, but it wanted you to be proficient in Microsoft and Excel and Windows and all that stuff. And I might as well be looking at Fisher Price, playing with Fisher Price toys.
What are the people's reaction when you're a 55-year-old man coming in looking for a job? I mean, in certain positions like the UPS or Amazon, those are places they expect 55-year-olds to come and apply for jobs. Well, what if there's another job that you want, let's say in the restaurant business or the retail business, and you go in and ask about a job? How do you think the people that are 19 and 20 that are the managers of these businesses now, how do they look at you? How do you feel when you go in there and you're talking to a 19-year-old, 25-year-old about a job?
It's I have to say, it's a little bit demoralizing because you've got someone who is almost a third your age in cases, and they are sizing you up, and everything rests on their ability to judge you. And I find that I don't know what the judgment is. It's not to say that somebody who's 19 or 20 doesn't have good judgment, as I know some that have excellent judgment. They have good qualities. They're well-rounded people, but I feel like I'm competing. I'm going upstream with an army of people who are behind me, who have youth on their side, and they don't want some old dinosaur that's got all of these built-in things where they're fixed on how they like to do things. And sometimes it's difficult to get them to understand that that you can be more than this fixed. You're like just an item. You're a thing. Yeah. So it just feels.
I mean, for me, I couldn't work at a job with a 19-year-old and a 25-year-old in charge. I wouldn't even put myself in that situation, because I already know that because we're older and regardless if we need the job or not, I just think that sometimes, you have to really think, you need to be where other adults are, and sometimes situations put us in desperate situations to where we have to sort of like bow down and go and do these menial jobs that we used to do when we were 17 and 18, like at McDonald's or Burger King.
I don't mind letting the reins go and be judged, but let somebody else be in control. I don't feel that need at this stage to have the control. I'm okay. I've already proven myself in the things that I've done in my job. I'm very good at my job. I was trained as a chef. I specialized in doing pastry work as a pastry chef. I left it because there's no money in it. There's no money being in,
You know
in
we
the
like
kitchen.
money.
It's the same pay 20 years ago as you be getting today. And what am I going to do with that? Nothing. I'm jerking off the dog to feed the cat. You know, what the... Hashtag that.
There you go.
So I don't mind letting like somebody else be in control. Fine, you go ahead, you do it. You prove yourself. You show me. I will subconsciously step in a way to sort of guide things a little bit if I think that maybe they're not making the best choice for themselves or for the moment. But I'm actually okay with it. But I still at the same time feels a little bit, you know. But that's the way that it is. And it's only going to get worse because I'm not getting younger. The sands of time don't go up the hourglass. They only go down and out.
Well, you know, I mean, I just find that at our age and at anybody's age, I mean, really, there's a certain point to where you have to step back from what you used to do because you're not as strong as you used to do.
Yeah.
Be when you were 17, 18, 19 years old. And you spent 30 years of your life either bouncing around to different jobs or the same job that is just wearing you out.
Well, you know, I found a lot of the jobs. I went for a job interview the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and it was at a very popular establishment on the waterfront. And for the most part, this should be my wheelhouse. But again, I feel like you're competing against the youth. I mean, I don't think I necessarily look my age. I think I'm doing all right. But I hadn't had to go for a job interview where it was completely cold. All the stuff I've had that have come to me, my work in film, that was a warm transfer, as they call it. There was somebody that knew me that said, hey, this is the person that you should have, and they put you in contact. That's called a warm transfer. So you've got somebody. This was completely cold. So this was the first time going in cold where they don't know anything about you. All the stuff means nothing to them. Whereas opposed to when you have that warm transfer, the person that did the recommendation, all of the person trusts their judgment that person, myself, is being passed on to them. And so I haven't had to do an interview like that in a couple of decades. So it was like, I felt like a bit of a fish out of water just in the whole experience. And it was the fastest job interview I have ever had. It was 8 minutes. So I couldn't measure, is this good? Is this bad?
Quick interviews are usually, the longer something is, the better it is.
That is a guarantee, but I didn't know if the shortness meant anything because I didn't find him a particularly good interviewer.
Well, because people don't find you interesting if it's really quick. They don't find you interesting. They don't find that you have nothing of value. So this is why they dismiss you so quickly, because they're really on to the next, because they've already evaluated you in the first 1 minute or 2 minutes from either the way you look or from just the way do you fit into the aesthetics of the restaurant that they already have in mind of which direction that they want to go. Also, at our age, most people now are all about social media. Do you fit that social media profile? Because everything is done on social media now. People don't, mouth to mouth don't work anymore. You need to be on social media, and if they have a staff full of young people that are on Facebook and Instagram, that's all the marketing they need. And if you are not tuned in and relevant within those social media platforms, there's really no reason for them to hire you. This is what they're thinking. It's different if you were a chef and they needed a chef and you had 40 years of experience. It's not like the food is going to have an impact on keeping the people coming back. But the chef is not visible, but his food is visible, which they can put all over social media. You understand?
I absolutely understand. No, it makes sense. I mean, it in the last 10 years, so much has changed. Like 10 years ago, you could have been a chef and just been a chef, and you didn't. All the other social media stuff wasn't required. And now it's almost anything you do, it's an expectation that you've got yourself out there and that you're visible and that you're showing the world that I'm doing this, I ate this, I made that, and it's expected. So you're not only just doing your job, you're doing this other side hustle while you're doing your job to, I'm amazing and look at me and it's more than just that one thing now.
Well, older people don't realize. Older people used to think being visible was trouble because you would be bringing trouble towards you, and a lot of times, in a lot of ways, that's kind of true. But today, the society, you need to be visible. You need to be everywhere, doing everything with everybody. This is the way society is today, and they don't look at it as threatening. They look at it as an opportunity. They're creating opportunities for themselves. Let's just say, like the kids who are dancing in Walmart. Years ago, Walmart would never let you dance in their stores. They'd be too scared you're gonna slip and fall and hurt yourself and sue them. Now they don't have to worry about that because you did what you did. You put yourself on social media. That makes them non-liable.
Well, and of course, then they get the free advertising, the post of
There
where are
you
you?
go.
I'm in Walmart, and the more eyeballs on it, they learn to become one with it. I know that much.
That's right, and it's a perfect marriage in a sense. They're getting free marketing and advertising from this 3.1 million follower content creator that's saying Walmart is the place to come and get your ice cream and dance up a storm.
And if you love plastic hangers, that's the place for you.
There you go. So I understand how hard it would be for older people to go out into the world today. And now, since we are here today on the Larry and Troy Orange County podcast, Troy has talked about being older and trying to get a job and get back into the workforce. We want to hear your opinions out there. How hard is it for you to get back into the workforce? How hard is it for you as an older person to become relatable?
And relevant.
Yeah,
To feel relevant.
And relevant. And what does it take for, are you willing, first of all, to do that? Is it worthwhile your time to get to do all these things you need to do to become relevant? And the fact that Troy also said that he doesn't drive anymore. As we get older, we have to drive. We have to drive everywhere. I mean, we live in the city, so we can take the TTC anywhere. But just in case if you have to drive or there's a complication with something, how do you navigate that as a 55-year-old man and a gay man or a woman? We're talking about marginalized in a sense because you're older, you're a man, you're a gay man.
Well, the man thing can be a plus.
Oh.
A lot of people will say, hey, shenanigans. That's a plus. That's in your benefit. And let's face it, it is. We know that it is. I'm lucky to have that to put forward. But the other stuff is because people just assume that you drive a car and that you're going to have computer skills.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with computers. I had a computer in the house in 1981.
Oh, so you were watching porn? I mean,
Listen, that did not exist. You know how long it took for that thing to download? No, there was no such thing. No,
You remember that downloading?
Yeah.
It would be like,
Oh my God, I'm at the nipples now. I'm almost at the belly button. I'm half hard. Well, can't wait to be all the way. No, so I should have been so proficient at it. We had 8 pet computers for those that are dinosaurs and know syntax error and green printed screens. Pet computers were in 1982. We had 8 of them in my grade 8 class, and we played with them. And the fact that I don't know anything, and my stepfather worked in a computer store back in the 80s, and my brain did not absorb it. I looked at that and I just went, just crossed. I'm like, my body did not want to metabolize it. And I stayed away from it. And it's actually one of my regrets. I know that you can learn this stuff now and say, hey, shut up, you old dinosaur, and before you're
they just tell you to Google everything. Just Google it. All right, guys. You are here on Larry and Troy's Orange County podcast, and hopefully we have educated you a little bit about older men in the field looking for work. And Troy is an expert at because being
Well, sorry,
attractive.
no, keep going. What am I an expert at?
You're
You stopped. Why'd you do that? You were just in the middle. I was waiting for it. I'm like, yeah,
He was waiting for it. Well, anyway, like I said, is hopefully we have enlightened you about the journey that we're going to take on. We're going to try to solve a lot of your issues out there, and hopefully we can help educate and inspire others to just be fabulous and to just do what you need to do to make it from day to day. And it's our job here on Orange County Podcast is just to give you some of our thoughts. We're going to share our life with you. We're going to share other people's lives with you, and hopefully we can help solve each other's problems or have some enlightenment. We're going to invite some professionals in, to sort of help us out, to guide us and give us the facts, because we know you guys want the facts and want the truth. And we're going to share our stories, which are coming from us in real time with you, and hopefully that we can inspire others. What do you think, Troy?
I think that's gonna happen.
Okay then. All right, guys. So we will see you guys later. We are here at the Toronto
Reference library.
This place is incredible.
It is. It is.
It's a great space to do all kinds of things.
We're the pod people. We're in the pod.
Yeah, we're in the pod, y'all. Until next time, my friends, we will chat with y'all later. Take care of yourselves, stay fabulous, and remember, just do something and be fabulous at it. All the way from Larry and Troy's podcast, live here from downtown Toronto. Until next time, my friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.